Welcome to SoundBites, the brand new web series that features food, music, and humor in an easily digestible format. Each episode will feature an interview and performance by a musical guest, as well as a spotlight of some of our favorite LA food destinations. On this week's episode, Mount Joy stops by the office, and I go with their lead singer Matt to sample some of Bob's famous donuts from Bob's Donuts and Coffee. I'm your host, Aaron Seifert, and this is SoundBites. Hey, Matt.
Hey, how's it going, man?
I'm Aaron.
Matt, nice to meet you.
You want to get some donuts?
Let's do it.
All right, let's go. Mount Joy released their self-titled album in March of this year, and the single Silver Lining went to #1 on AAA radio. They're currently touring the U.S. promoting the album. Tell me about how Mount Joy got started.
Sam and I went to high school together. We sort of met up after college in Los Angeles and put a few songs. Actually, I really just mastervanted first onto Spotify and SoundCloud. And we had I think modest expectations, but then it did really well right away and sort of quit our day jobs, so to speak. I was in law school.
You were in law school?
Yeah, I was doing law school night classes and working during the day. Around, I think, got 1 million plays in the first month, that it was sort of an undeniable opportunity, and I
just took off.
Yeah, it was pretty
once
crazy.
It starts, I guess it just kind of goes, right? It's kind of like a rocket ship, you just hang on.
Yeah, you're checking every day, you're trying to read a contracts book and also being oh my God, we have this many plays or whatever, but yeah, it was crazy.
You know what I like about LA is that if you start walking and have cameras, I'm pretty sure everyone here thinks that we're famous.
Yeah.
I bet she over there thinks you're Andrew Garfield.
Right, they're trying to figure out who I am. Someone's oh, Michael Cera needs a haircut. It's a whole thing.
I just love this area because it's the perfect mix of tourists meets old school LA. You're gonna go in here and find the guy that's been coming to this same chair for 30 years. But you're also gonna get the people who are here straight from Switzerland.
It's a very eclectic mix of people in here. That's what makes it great.
The original Farmers Market Los Angeles has been open since 1934, and Bob's Donuts Shop has been a part of it since 1970.
Aaron, how you doing?
Bob, this is my friend Matt. He's from the band
How's it going, Bob?
Mount Joy.
Nice to meet you.
I told him that you might be able to hook us up with some coffee or donuts or
Iced tea?
maybe a little iced tea. It's a little hot outside today. Bob's is a classic donut shop with a huge selection of donuts, coffee, and other treats. Today, we're focusing on the classics.
We make two kinds of donuts. We make a raised donut and a cake donut. The raised donut is the squishy one like bread. It has yeast in it that makes it rise. So this is a raised donut. See, it's puffy?
Puffy donut,
That's a
not puffy donut. You should have the first bite. You're the guest.
That's a big bite. I'm a big boy,
This one is made with buttermilk, which is kind of sour. And then on top of that, we have a honey glaze. So you get the sour and the sweet. Sensational.
That's really good. That's my favorite.
I don't think I was gonna like it more. Yeah, I like that more.
Our chocolate sprinkles are real chocolate from Europe.
I'm gonna dive in.
Team
Can
lost
you do
it.
this?
You didn't get the proper bite.
Oh, no? Okay. I'll just have another one.
I'm on it. Yeah.
I'll tell you, that's better than any chocolate donut I've ever had.
It's really good.
Yeah. Bob, thanks for everything you've done since 1970, and thanks for having us here in your shop. I really appreciate it.
Thank you. Nice to meet you.
Thanks.
Appreciate it.
What's your go-to chain that's if you're in Olathe, Kansas,
Yeah.
and I just need a meal, what are you going to?
See, this is going to make us sound super LA or something, but we really try to find hundreds of miles in advance Whole Foods, because it's a staple of quality control. One time, I won't say where, I don't know where, so but it was in Illinois somewhere. We all ate at the same Subway, and we just got all of the same foodborne illness, and it was never again.
Just takes the band out.
Yeah,
That's the other. You guys need to strategically eat at different places, so that if Sam gets sick, be well, we don't have a lead guitar, but we're all still fine.
Yeah, exactly. That plus like the nature of the job, it's one of the worst places to have like a crippling stomachache is a 12-hour drive.
In a van.
Yeah, so you don't take any chances. Yeah. I always cry at the end of Big Fish. Have you ever seen that movie?
Yeah.
Feels like
that.
Feels like that's a moment where like I sort of like imagine, I'm not a very spiritual person, but like that would be a nice way to go out as like a fish with all your friends and dreams people around.
It's tough to say the right thing all the time.
It's easy to say the wrong thing all the time.
It's much easier to do that.
I sort of think that like writing is sort of like a thing that you don't really get to choose when that like spark of inspiration or creativity sort of jumps into you. So waiting until some arbitrary time to write an album seems like a silly idea. Just sort of keep writing and hope that you by the time you're ready to put out another album, you have what you need.
You wanna go play some songs?
Yeah, let's do it.
Here I am, just stumbling down Elysian fields again.
All right, here we go.
Up on the mountain, caught on the rail line. Up on the mountain, caught on the rail line. My brother and daughter, drink your wine, smoke your weed, my brother and daughter. Up on the mountain, caught on the red line.
called Bigfoot. It's about big feet.
White geese don't dance, they just follow commands. Put your right foot in, leave your heart in your head. Spin like the record I was making for you. Promise this forever, now